Hello, hello, and welcome to this episode of Brand Over the Counter or Brand OTC, where we answer your branding questions with a full over the counter product. Now, today's question is, what is a common misconception about branding? So, today's product is actually a candy bar. And yes, candy is good in moderation, but we know that it's bad for your teeth. Now, I personally chose a candy bar because many of you are eating up these misconceptions and not realizing the damage that it's doing to your brand. So, let's get right into this episode. Hello again. My name is Cynthia Akita, and I am your brand strategist and brand and web designer here at the Design Firmacy. And again, the question is, what is the common misconception about branding? I believe one of the biggest ones is the fact that a brand is just a logo. Now, let's be honest and let's be very serious about this. If I had a dollar for every single time that someone has asked me about this or that I've had to make this statement, I would be a multi-trillionaire. Because the truth is that, I can't even fault anyone for having this belief because the term branding for the longest time referred to a shaped metal tool that was heated up and then placed on animals and people. Unfortunately, I don't agree with this. That's an inhumane, sorry. But it was also placed on objects. And even now, sometimes we see on social media, I've seen certain restaurants using a branding tool to put their logo on a piece of food, whether it's like one of those big Japanese pancakes or on a piece of meat that's been cooked or on different things, to give their audience a special type of experience. But at the end of the day, while that is a definition of branding, it is not the only definition of branding, and it is not the definition that we use in the business space. So let's get into more of this misconception. So while using that metal tool is pretty cool for like the experience that you're giving your business, most believe that the logo is the brand because it's the one thing that everybody sees. And while it is the thing that people see, you should understand that a logo is simply an introduction. It is the attention grabber. It is that first impression that people kind of have to get acquainted with your business, what it is, what it potentially provides them with. And so a lot of us believe that just having a logo will bring a flood of people through our doors, our virtual doors, our physical doors. But the truth is that again, the logo is literally a means of identification. A logo is the symbol that helps someone identify business A from business B. It is literally to help people see where they're going, who they're interacting with, so on and so forth. And so it is not the brand. It is a small part of the brand, but it is not the entire brand. So when your logo is seen by a potential client or a current customer, they should either be interested, it should evoke some type of emotion within them because that is really where the branding happens. It happens in how people respond to seeing your logo, seeing any part of your business. All right. So it's literally for them to see. That's what your logo is for them to see. It's not supposed to tell the entire story. I know a lot of people think that, and having worked in the field for some years, people typically want a designer to put the entire story of their business in a logo, but that is not what the logo is for. It's amazing if your logo can have some type of a deep story that people can resonate with, but it's not supposed to tell the entire story of your brand. You are. That's what you are for. That's what your marketing is for. It's supposed to tell people what that image is supposed to mean, what it's supposed to represent, how it's supposed to make them feel. So again, a logo's purpose is literally for identifying the business. It is like a number plaque or paint on a house. I'm sure we've all been in some type of a neighborhood, whether it was our own neighborhood or we were driving around and like maybe you saw this like purple house in a neighborhood, or you saw a house with a certain unique number plate in front of the house to say, hey, this house is number 50 or number 126 or whatever the number is, right? That's what your logo is. It's just the identifier. It allows you to see, hey, this is this specific business or this is that specific business. So again, it is just a visual representation of what people are now about to experience, because your brand literally focuses on the entire customer experience. It focuses on how people feel about your brand, and it moves away from just that visual portion to um your values, your tone, your personality. All of those things make up a brand. So let me quickly say your brand strategy, which is your intentional plan for shaping the way people interact and the way they think about your business, includes your brand core, which includes your purpose, your vision, and your values, which I talk about a lot in my videos. So don't get sick of me talking about it. It is absolutely important, right? And then you have your brand positioning, which um, is how you take up space in someone's mind, shaping the way that they view your business. When you think of Apple, you think it's sleek, you think it's professional, you think they're innovative. And that's how you want to kind of shape the way people see your business. When you mention your business name, what comes to mind for someone, right? That's your positioning. Then you focus on your audience, the goals that you have for your business. I mean, there are a lot of components. And then you also focus on your brand persona, which is more of the personality that your business gets to have. And yes, your business can have a personality if you did not already know. In the same manner that we're all walking around and interacting with each other, our business is almost, or the branding part of our business is like an invisible person that represents us wherever we go. So it should have a voice, it should have a tone of voice. It should be fun or serious, depending on how you define your brand to be. And so you do have that autonomy, and you do have that choice to literally build an invisible persona that relates to your business, that people know like straight up, okay, this is for this brand, or this doesn't really sound like this brand. You're giving them an opportunity to build a relationship with your business, and get to know what your business is, what it stands for, and all of those things. And that's what a brand really encompasses. So again, it is not just your logo. Your logo is the physical representation of your business. And with that said, that's the end of our episode. So I do want to invite you to our free 6-day email course called Nice to Brand You. And it is reacquainting you with what it means to have a brand. And if you watch this episode, chances are you could probably benefit from really understanding what a brand is, what it entails, and all of the amazing benefits of building an intentional brand. So I want you to head over to nice2brandyou.com to sign up for this free email course. All right. And I'll see you all in the next episode.